Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, who's going through a little bit of phantom pain right now, but guess what? We're going to get over that. We got to put the hands on her and let God know that we appreciate you, Lord, every day, and we appreciate the fact that you let us come here. Okay, now we're going to, well, shout out my brother, keep it going with Luigi. We got Mark Dorfman, who we're praying for as well. We're praying for liberty and justice, as well as my brother, Casey. Who else we got up in this building this morning? We're going to shout out VIP Auction Group. We're going to shout out, who else? Dot Focus. Also, Solo Thug is in here this morning. Thank God that we made it another day, you guys. I'm so happy to be here, and I hope that you are too. Every single person that's coming in that has ever been here on the show, want to pray for them too, Lord. Amen. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's get that camera straight. Can't nothing fail you once you got him on your team. Everybody can try to come against you. I'm talking about every single person. But when you got God on your side, you can forget about it. Devil, get behind me. Get off my sister right now. Get away, phantom pain. Get out of here. We don't want none of that. Let's go. Come on, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Because guess what? It's Saturday, and I'm shining off of that shea butter that I sent Rebecca. You see all that shine right there? Talk to him, Rebecca. Let him know about that shea butter. Yeah, they thought it was some makeup. It's not. It's not makeup. Stripped. Andrew, former prince, royal title has been removed from his name. We got a lot to get into this morning. It's Saturday morning, you guys. I hope you guys had a fantastic Halloween. Hope everybody got all the tricks and all the treats that they were expecting to get. Hope everybody's safe. You probably went out last night, but guess what? Long as you made it home safe, that's what I'm talking about right here, you guys. That's right. We got some uniformness to fix up just a little bit real quick. Let me get that over there. I don't like when that mic, when those speakers are not lined up right. We got to be centered over here. We don't play those games. That's right, you guys. And guess what? Just because we made it another day, I'm ready to go. And they're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And then we gotta build the energy and wind it up. Wind it up. Okay. Don't play. You see that? The clock was on point this morning. Like, nah, buddy, I'm ready to work. I said, okay, it's 6 o'clock, y'all. Oh, we got to tap those paws and open up those paws. Hope you guys had a fantastic day. It's windy in New York right now. It's a balmy, well, I'm not even going to say balmy. I'm going to say it's a cool, 45, 50 degrees outside. But guess what? It don't matter because guess what? Where did you come from, lady? And who won't you take me there right away? Whoa, no, baby. Tenderoni, you got to be. Spark my nature, sugar, fly with me. Don't you know now is the perfect time? We can make it right, hit the city lights. And tonight, ease the love and pain. How we do it? I'll give you all that I got. This is my song right here. I want to love you. PYT, pretty young thing. You need some love. I ain't gonna try to hit those notes. TLC, it's tender love and care. And I'll take you there. Cause I told you, Rebecca, liberty and justice. You know how when you're singing a Michael Jackson song, you think you him until you hear your song, until you hear yourself. Doom, 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 doom. Where did you come from, lady? That's one of my favorite songs right there. That's PYT by none other than the late, great Michael Jackson. And this Saturday morning, y'all, so guess what? Bump that beat. It's Saturday, no November 1st. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. There you go, y'all. Hope you guys had a fantastic evening. Because like I said, it's Saturday, like doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Damn you. Thank you so much for coming here this morning. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys had a fantastic evening. I know I done said that like 3 times, but guess what? Problems present opportunities, and the fact that the Lord gave us another day to get up and get it right, we happy for the problems. We happy for the fact that we got up this morning. Now we can deal with the problems. This your boy. Hope you guys, like I always tell you, could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill here, I appreciate you. We got trending topics. We got current events. We got all types of stuff that we've been following up on as far as news. Sam Champion, good morning. Everybody say what's up to Sam Champion, and thank you for the $1, because we appreciate every single thing that you throw at us over here, especially when it's in the morning. Also want to make sure that we add Sam Champion to that prayer. And guess what, you guys? I don't want to play around, because you know how we normally do it. I got 5 on it. Most of the time I stack 5 videos at a time. I come to the chat to see what we got to talk about, and then we go from there. And all I like to ask you guys to do is to try to stay on topic, stay on point, so that we have a really good roundabout conversation about everything that we throwing up on this video, on this monitor here today, this morning. It's Saturday, you guys. Like I said, November 1st. Right now, a lot of people are going through some struggles, some trials and tribulations with SNAP benefits being frozen. You guys, we got some information on that. Don't worry, hold your head, because guess what? It's going to be okay. We got to keep on moving forward. How's everybody doing? Also, let me know where you're chiming in from, what time it is. Let me know what time it is, because I love to know where you're chiming in from and what time it is. This way I can do some research later and see if I could possibly get some information from where you guys are from. And also, you know what I'm going to do right now, right? Let's get into these titles. Let's go. It's time to get busy, y'all. Let's go. Let's shine some light on this, because this right here is a doozy. We got a good show coming up today. I always tell you guys, when your boy got the good work, he's supposed to let you know. When it's not that good, he's supposed to let you know, because then it's optional if you want to deal with him. Today, I'm going to let you guys know we got that good work. Let's go. We're going to get into it right now, for real, for real. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Without any further ado, we have stripped ex-Prince Andrew. Royal titles has been removed from his name. Yes, you guys, I said stripped. Ex-Prince Andrew's royal title has been removed from his name. Here you got me thinking that there's no way to take a person's name or his title away from him. Guess what the family said? Give me that. Ooh, girl, give me that. Girl, give me that. Give me that title back, Prince. It's over for you. And guess what? We're going to keep on going into that. We got a lot to stack on Andrew. As you can see, he is stressed out. He's also been kicked out of the mansion. He got to find other place to live. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's go. What else do we have here? We have, oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to do all that over for you guys. I can't do that to you. I'm sorry about that. Let me do it the right way. We have, let's get into these titles. I apologize. We have stripped. Ex-Prince Andrew's royal titles have been removed from his name. Like I said already, you guys, it's been taken away. I didn't even think it was possible for something like that to occur. But guess what? It's happened. And guess what? We're going to get into it, because like I said, we got the video. Let's go. Keeping it moving forward. Thank you guys for showing me that. We have Trump. He brings back a Confederate statue that was toppled by BLM, the movement, Black Lives Matter movement. You guys remember a few years ago, they were toppling over different statues, erasing certain names. Even got Aunt Jemima to change their name to the what was that? The mill factory, because everybody wanted to be, you know, inclusive. But now, guess what? Trump has put back that Confederate statue that was toppled over by BLM. We got more to get into, you guys, because last but not least, this just in, we got the feds in California arrested 92 people in a sweeping ICE raid. It's going on all over. I know you guys are like, another ICE raid. No, but this one is about the Grow Factory, where the guys were throwing the bricks and everything, and they were trying to deter the arrest from going on. We got a lot. Like I told you guys, it's going to be a good show. Hope you guys stick around for the whole thing. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get this audio going. And guess what? It's time to get to work, y'all. Let's go. Let me leave it all on the field right now and stack this deck, because we got some information coming directly from our president where he goes nuclear. They're saying he's given a nuclear option, where he's saying that we can reopen the government and they don't need the Democrats to do it. That's what he's saying. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go, guys.
This morning, President Trump is calling on Republicans to change the rules in the Senate to reopen the government. Trump posting overnight, it is now time for the Republicans to play their Trump card and go for what is called the nuclear option. Get rid of the filibuster and get rid of it now. The move would allow Republicans to pass a bill to fund the government with a simple majority instead of the 60 votes currently needed. But Senate Majority Leader John Thune has warned against this move, saying it could come back to bite Republicans whenever Democrats take power back. Meanwhile, millions of Americans fear their food assistance or SNAP benefits will run out tomorrow as the government shutdown drags on.
I've gone to social media to ask for help from everyone that I could possibly think of.
It now appears a federal judge hearing a lawsuit over emergency funding may step in. Judge Indira Talwani saying right now Congress has put money in an emergency fund for an emergency, and it's hard for me to understand how this isn't an emergency. Republicans argue it's not that easy.
If they transfer funds from these other sources, it pulls it away immediately from school meals and infant formula.
The judge dismissing the administration's explanation, saying, I want agency action, not lawyering. We're not going to make everyone drop dead. The judge could compel the administration to release the funds, but whether the Trump administration will comply remains to be seen. And even if it does, the emergency funding available would still fall short of the monthly SNAP payouts. Back on Capitol Hill, Democrats digging in, refusing to open the government until Republicans agree to extend Obamacare subsidies.
We got to keep on moving forward. We're not getting away from that. We got to get some details directly from the horse's mouths. So we're going to get into that right now. We got to talk about this money, talk about what's happening. We're going to let Speaker Johnson and talk with Secretary Rollins speak at the press of day 31, which was yesterday.
That was 2013. Just days ago, the senator from Rhode Island said the opposite. It's the only lever we have, meaning the shutdown. What he means is that the pain of the American people is their political lever. I guess he's forgotten his cries of alarm over the extremist hostage taking. And how about the House? Infamously now, we all know, the Democrat whip, Catherine Clark, the second highest ranking Democrat in the House, said, quote, just last year, she said, they are taking a non-issue, a false flag, and saying this is the reason we can't proceed. It is a dangerous precedent to be threatening a shutdown. That's what she said in 2024. And what'd she say about a week ago? The opposite, quote, of course, there will be families that are going to suffer here, but it's one of the few leverage times we have. Many House members have echoed the same hypocrisy, and I'm not going to waste our time with it this morning, but I do want to leave you with this quote from Chuck Schumer, because he is the actual architect of the shutdown. He is the one that is preventing the Senate Democrats from doing the right thing. In March of this year, as you know, he voted on the same CR to avert a shutdown. And he said then, quote, in his speech on the Senate floor and in a bunch of interviews, this is what he said on the Senate floor, quote, the CR was certainly bad, but a shutdown would be 15 or 20 times worse. It was a vote of principle. And today, Chuck Schumer, entirely void of principle, by his own estimation, said, quote, every day gets better for his party. Tell that to the millions of American families facing a hunger crisis now as a direct result of his failed leadership and shenanigans. Those Democrats have all collectively voted 14 times over the last several weeks to reject the clean continuing resolution to fund the government, and they've made it abundantly clear they're going to continue to do that, to hold the American people hostage, so long as it serves their political interest.
There's a lot of people out here looking at both parties like, man, we don't care what y'all got going on. Can you release the stamps? And then there's people out here that's not even on food stamps that really don't give a damn. How about that? Check it out. I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of people are saying, well, we don't get it. We wish we could get food stamps. Let's keep on moving forward back over to Asia, because they're saying that Democrats for years have done diddly squat about China. Besant says that. So now what Trump is supposedly doing is unprecedented. And no pun intended. You get it? What Trump is doing is unprecedented. Keep on moving forward, you guys.
I think in 12, 24, 36 months, it's very achievable that we will be able to stand on our own.
Democrats, it wouldn't surprise you, are painting this as a win for the CCP. Watch.
It appears to most reasonable observers that Donald Trump was punked on the world stage by the Chinese Communist Party. The notion that Donald Trump has created all of this trouble for the American people, which he has. The Trump tariffs are raising costs on everyday Americans by thousands of dollars per year.
Mr. Secretary, punked. I thought that word went out like, 10 years ago, but there you have it. Hakeem Jeffries.
I want to see if he has a response. I want to see if he has a response, guys. Hold on, just hold on. You know, I like to make sure we get everything out. So hold on.
Yeah, well, look, he's the leader of the Democratic talking points. He's shut down the government, which is an international embarrassment. And where were they? The Democrats, for the first 2 years, had the trifecta. They had the presidency, they had the House, they had the Senate, and what did they do? They did squat. They did squat. They wrote papers, they talked a lot, nothing got done. And not only did we inherit a gigantic deficit, we inherited a deficit of action on all of these problems.
So they left Scott over there to finish up the business, you guys. So Trump said, you know what, Scott? We're going to leave you over here to finalize the business deals that we basically set in place. And the reason I'm saying this is because, you know what? Trump really trusts him. You know why? Scott got them hands. Scott got them hands. Don't believe me? Ask Elon Musk. Boom! Stay in your place. Remember the Shiner, right? Told you guys the story when Trump said, well, I asked him if he wanted to put a little bit of makeup on. Your boy Scott be putting his hands on people. Massive stories. Don't believe me? Google it right now. Scott Bessent. Elon Musk. Scott Bessent. I'm telling you, the boy be putting them, he be throwing them bows, y'all. Let's get on over to these illegal aliens that put a $10,000 bang on an ICE agent. And I can call him that because of what he did. So if it was something else, I'd call him something different. But I'm going to call that one an alien because he put a $10,000 hit on somebody. And we don't play stuff like that around here, buddy. Let's go.
You're looking live at Gary, Indiana, about 30 miles south of Chicago, where at any moment DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, alongside other immigration officials, will give an update on ICE's Operation Midway Blitz, which Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino has deemed wildly successful. And that comes despite Democratic opposition. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Kayleigh McEnany. Here is my co-host, Harris Faulkner. Also joining us, the Inspector. All this comes as DHS is warning of unprecedented violence against ICE officers. Look at this, as death threats against them have skyrocketed to over 8,000% compared to last year. Just look here at this video on your screen. Officers are being assaulted by people throwing rocks at their heads and blocking police vehicles with their bodies and bicycles.
Crazy.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. Meet Eduardo Aguilar, a Mexican national living in Dallas, Texas illegally. DHS says he put a $10,000 hit out for the murder of ICE agents in a TikTok post. Some of these bounties have reached up to $50,000 for the killing or kidnapping of high-ranking officials. Here's another example. This is anti-ICE caller who wishes for law enforcement agents to get doxxed.
You know, it's always the bad guys who need masks, not the good ones. I hope every one of those lawless you call ICE officers get doxxed one by one, and they get the public shaming they deserve.
Man, well, the DHS recently put out a statement defending these ICE agents, stating, quote, from bounties placed on their heads for their murders, threats to their families, stalking and doxing online, our officers are experiencing an unprecedented level of violence and threats against them and their families. This violence against law enforcement must end.
Yeah, we got to keep on moving forward now because we got some breaking information over at MS. I think that's Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken, where we got these law officers who are supposed to be fighting crime and protecting the citizens like us. And they're not doing that, you guys. They got caught with some of that white stuff. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all, because these law enforcement deputies, they've been indicted for D-Rug conspiracy. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. And yeah, let's go. I'm just going to let them say it because I don't want to get in any trouble for saying any of these bad words.
Lesson for those sworn to serve the public that if you're a good law enforcement officer, the FBI will always stand with you. But for those corrupt individuals who abuse their office, we will come for you.
We're learning more about those indicted and what the FBI is calling a drug trafficking conspiracy. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg Hurst is off tonight. The indictments include more than a dozen Mississippi law enforcement officers accused of taking bribes while helping criminals. WREG's Brian Didlake has been following the story and has the latest.
Got him.
We're here today to talk about some incredibly serious allegations that mark it's just a monumental betrayal of public trust.
Clay Joyner announcing the indictment of 14 Mississippi law enforcement officers and 6 others. 2 of those indicted sitting sheriffs Milton Gaston of Washington County and Bruce Williams of Humphreys County, all defendants facing federal drug and gun charges.
I think you could probably characterize it as a sting, but again, the original complaints that began the investigation were from drug dealers.
Drug dealers who officials say complained about having to pay bribes, the highest more than $30,000 according to investigators. The Mississippi officers mentioned in the indictment promised to provide safe passage of narcotics throughout the Mississippi Delta region. Now, while 14 of these defendants were local law enforcement officers in Mississippi, 6 others were indicted as well. WRG digging deeper found out that those arrested were in Shelby County as well as northern Mississippi. Documents show those 6
So the Popo was bringing in the stuff, y'all.
civilians committed crimes in Greenville, Mississippi. However, all had addresses in Memphis, South Haven, and Horn Lake. Investigators identified the group as the investigation expanded.
Well, that's what we internally refer to as the Memphis crew, because
Exit Life said, wait, so the D-Rug dealers ratted out the cops? Yes.
when those drugs got to the state line, those folks were recruited by someone who's already in the conspiracy.
For the officers and sheriffs who were being investigated, were they suspended at any time during this investigation?
Essentially, no. We did not make an approach to have them suspended because that would have absolutely identified the fact that an investigation was taking place.
Investigators say they hope these arrests turn into convictions so justice can be served.
What the public needs to see, I think what all of us would want to see, whenever you have any kind of corruption that we're dealing with, is accountability. And that's what the next step is delivering accountability.
In Oxford, Mississippi, Brian Didlake for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
Come on, y'all. This is the reason why I do this. Because the story only got 44,000 views. I'm trying to say, like, this is why I go research these stories and find them for us. Because it's like, yo, where else we going to see this at? Oh, man. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen if you appreciate that story. Let's get those likes up to get more people over here, because that's what that does. You hit the like button. YouTube gets that notification and says, what's going on over here? And then they go ahead and put up our heading and it says, this is what's going on right now, and it gives people an option to go ahead and tap on that. So I can explain to you what other influencers don't tell you. They always say, share, hit the like button, blah, blah, blah. Can you explain what that shit means? Thank you, so he understands why I want you to do it. Thank you for all the love. I'm taking it right now, right? And I'm going to give it right back to everybody here, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here this morning doing what I'm doing this early in a damn suit. Let's keep on moving forward, because it's time to retire. GOP reps are saying, look, Nancy Pelosi, it's time for you to retire, especially when you're making comments like this right here. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep it moving.
Government funded again, but I don't see it going till Thanksgiving. You started to see some cracks in the walls here and there, and even within their own party. I mean, I hate to say it, but really, put John Fetterman in charge over there. Let him be the minority leader. And I'm not even joking. He's somebody that actually goes back to his district, his state, and talks to people and seems to understand what this is going to do to them. Most of these other senators, these Democrats, they all live in D.C. They don't even go home.
They've lived in D.C. They've been there too long. And just as an example, by the way, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi thinks the government shutdown could help the Democrats in upcoming elections. Let me just play a soundbite from her. Roll it.
Yes, I do indeed, because in fact, that is the Affordable Care Act is one of the things that is at stake in this election. The Republicans know that they were on the losing side of things. That's why they asked Texas to give them more seats for the House of Representatives. A big victory, not just a victory, a big victory on Tuesday, because people understand how this affects them.
She's cheering on the shutdown, thinking that it's just a political victory. But a lot of
that
people
money.
think she's wrong, that this thing
Nancy
is
got that
closing in
money.
on them,
She ain't
and
worried
they're
about
going to take
nothing.
responsibility for it.
Well, this is the same lesson they just learned in the 2024 election cycle. They stuck to their guns on a bunch of crazy policies and got hammered at the polls. That's what's going to happen here again. They're totally misreading this. And look, people like Nancy Pelosi, other members like that, it is time to retire. Please. You've done this longer than I have been alive.
Yeah.
Please retire, move on. You're totally disconnected from the American people, and you just made that very clear in that clip.
Well, they're not going to let go. That's why I think term limits are the answer that we need here. Congressman Ryan.
Homeboy said, you've been doing this since I've been alive. How can somebody come to your job and be like, man, damn, why don't you retire? You've been a mechanic since I've been alive. Well, that's crazy. I've never heard of shit like that in my life. And Nancy got that money. How dare you talk about what other people got to go through? And you one of the richest people in Congress right now. Stop playing, Nancy. You know you dead wrong. They made an app that chases her. Whatever Nancy Pelosi does, that app tells everybody where she's investing her money at. And tons of people have made money just following her trades. Don't believe me? Look it up. What app did they create for that follows Nancy Pelosi app? It might even be called the Pelosi app. I don't know. Do me a favor, you guys. If anybody feel like doing some research, go ahead and put it in there. I would really appreciate that. Let's get on over to these. What we got over here? Oh boy, this is a really juicy one right here. I told y'all the show is going to be good today. We got a search warrant that's been revealed for items that's been seized from a state representative, A.J. Pittman, amid forgery embezzlement probe. She got caught, was told by a judge to pay the money back, paid some of the money back, then used the forged check to pay the balance back, then got caught doing that, then stole some more money. I ain't even worried about her suing me because I ain't even got to say alleged. She got enough problems to worry about. Check this out, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, AJ, EJ, you got some problems going on, boo.
Representative A.J. Pittman is accused of forging documents, including a $5,000 check in August 2024 and a $2,500 check in January this year.
Broke.
Similar allegations were made against Pittman.
Now, do anybody remember the Cabbage Patch Kid, Messy Tessie? Everyone gets a name, especially when their features stand out. Cabbage Patch Kids. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was Garbage Pail Kid reference. But Cabbage Patch Kid, let it keep going.
in 2020 and 2022, and she had previously agreed to a restitution and a fine related to those, according to a search warrant. Pittman was accused of using campaign funds for personal use. She was directed to repay her campaign account a total of $35,000 over a 3-year period after the 2020 and 2022 allegations. She was required to pay $12,000 to her campaign account by May 31st of this year. The search warrant says in August this year, Pittman gave the Oklahoma Ethics Commission a $5,000 cashier's check from Sovereign Bank. Pittman then asked the Oklahoma Ethics Commission for an extension, repaying the remaining $7,000 owed this year. However, she gave the commission a copy of a $2,500 check from Sovereign Bank that she said she used to repay her campaign account. That check was also dated January 27th, 2025. Sovereign Bank told investigators that it never issued the cashier's check after the Oklahoma Ethics Commission became suspicious that that check was forged. That's according to the search warrant. In 2024, when Pittman agreed to repay her campaign account, she agreed to provide the Oklahoma Ethics Commission with receipts for campaign transactions. However, she told investigators that her office building had flooded numerous times, and all the...
My dog ate all of my homework. Type of excuse. It flooded? Oh God, let's go.
receipts were destroyed. When the commission asked for documentation of the flooding on May 6, 2024, Pittman emailed a Microsoft Word document dated May 5, 2024, that said the office building was destroyed due to continuous water intrusion. But when the commission clicked on the document's info setting, investigators found that the document was created on May 6th, and it was last updated by Anastasia Pittman, who is AJ's mother, and another former Oklahoma State representative. That took place at 5:09 p.m.
But wait, it gets worse. I'm talking about layer after layer. You suck at doing criminal things. When I got caught as a child 2 times, I said, you know what? I'm tired of getting spankings. I'm not doing it no more. This one here, blatant, just piling it on, y'all. Like, come on.
The document was emailed to the Oklahoma Ethics Commission at 5:11 p.m. The OEC accused AJ Pittman of fabricating and forging the document to conceal campaign finance documents. While the investigation continues, she has not yet been formally charged. In Oklahoma City, Jason Berger, KOCO 5 News.
Oh man, I know one
Representative AJ.
She better do something. I mean, she better rub her belly, go back to the patch, get some cabbages and do something to get that money together. And no more theft, AJ, because that theft, you suck. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. I always tell you guys, don't do the crime if you can do the time. Don't do it. She was a thunder sitting there looking like a cabbage patch in the face. I'm telling you, sometimes they just come straight to me. You don't even got to, all you got to do is go like this. Oh, wait a minute. Then the files start going. Cabbage patch. That was it right there. I don't need AI. Cabbage patch. Let's keep on going, you guys. Woo! AJ Pittman, you got a lot of problems ahead of you, boo. Had her aunt do the paperwork and send it back. And clicked on it. There was a microwave word file. Oh my God. Dun. Illinois lawmaker. They held on by federal immigration agents. Greg Bovino is now ordered to meet with a judge every day now because of what's going on in Illinois. Check this out, you guys. Check it out. He has to meet with a judge every single day now.
Arrests. The move comes as Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino was questioned by a federal judge in Chicago Tuesday after she said he and other federal agents have violated her court order that limits the use of force at immigration raids and protests across Chicago. U.S. District Judge Sarah Ellis ordered Bovino to meet daily with her until a November 5th hearing and to turn over all reports of agents' use of force and body camera footage. CBS Chicago correspondent Nicole Skanga interviewed Bovino last week.
You think use of force here at Broadview has been exemplary?
I do.
Firing from elevation is within DHS policy?
It doesn't matter where you fire from. An elevation is not a violation of policy. That is a less lethal device for area saturation. Absolutely.
Aiming above the waist is within policy?
It can be. If someone strays into a pepper ball, then that's on them. Don't protest and don't trespass.
So if you stray into a pepper ball, that means if you walk into one, how is that possible, Mr. Bovino? But good one, he could be a lawyer for defending himself.
Meanwhile, Chicago residents continue to protest immigration arrests by federal agents. On Monday, Chicago Teachers Union member Gabe Paez shared this video on social media showing how he sounded the alarm when agents in his neighborhood and his community answered the call.
I saw 2 masked CBP agents with weapons and wearing bulletproof vests walking this way south on Sawyer. And as soon as we saw them, I jumped out and I started yelling, "Migra, aquí está la migra, cierren las puertas, no hablen con nadie, don't talk to anybody, close your doors, immigration is here." They had been cornering a neighbor of mine right up against this fence. And as soon as they heard me yelling that migra was here and calling attention to them, they turned around in front of me and started walking quickly north on Sawyer. And as I started walking up Sawyer, I noticed immediately people coming out of their houses. There are people who were young and old, all sorts of people came out and started yelling, trying to get them out of our neighborhood. People came out of their houses to defend the community, to observe, to film, to take photographs of license plates, started calling other community members. And before you knew it, we had probably around 20 people. We had created so much noise and called so much attention to these agents trying to terrorize our community that all of the traffic on Wilson was backed up. And CBP at that point dropped 2 gas bombs right onto the street, and people fled because it looked like a war zone and it felt like a war zone. But we were able to stand up, defend ourselves, and stand up for the dignity of every single person who lives in this area.
And stand up and smell some of that tear gas that made y'all had to get the hell up out of there for trying to interfere with government procedures going on. I do not condone anything that he said, and I'm sorry to say it, a lot of people might leave right now, but I'm actually okay with the watch your head, especially if y'all are criminals. I don't believe in the criminals, and anybody who's hurting the children, we don't play that around here. Let's get on over to little Scrappy Doo. Yeah, we're gonna call you Scrappy Doo now, Russia. I ain't scared of you no more. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, Russia, I ain't scared of you no more. Used to be scared of you so much. Oh my God, Mother Russia. Oh my, now, man, listen. And they got the nerve to be telling Trump and the US that their nuclear testing order is gonna be a problem. They said that because what we're doing right now, testing our nuclear arms to make sure, they have a nerve to have a problem. They're warning the US over Trump's testing order. Check this out. You can't even deal with Ukraine. Don't be over here trying to mess with us. We beaten you via annex for 4 years. Get out of here. Stop it. If you think you're going to make a profit. And I know a lot of people in the comments don't like war, and I agree with you. But Russia has been going back and forth with Ukraine for the longest. So as far as them threatening anybody right now, please meet me at the airport and get my bags. Get out of here. Trying to threaten somebody. I'm tired of them being like that anyway. It's time for the bully to be slapped in the face. Let's go.
President Trump called for the U.S. to resume nuclear testing, with the Kremlin saying, quote, "All countries are developing their defense systems, but this is not a nuclear test. If someone abandons the moratorium, Russia will act accordingly." Joining us now is retired four-star general, Fox News senior strategic analyst, chairman of the Institute of the Study for War, General Jack Keane. General, what's your reaction to the president saying what he said, be the first time since '92 we test, and Russia's response?
Yeah, well, it's been speculation for years, Brian, that, Russia and China are secretly testing nuclear warheads. Whether that's a fact or not remains to be seen. I mean, certainly Trump, our president, gets classified information, whether that's a reality or not. But I also think that what's likely happening here is Russia just recently announced that the testing of delivery systems, a cruise missile and an underwater drone, not the warhead, the delivery systems of a potential warhead itself.
So y'all can do that, but we can't? No, and I don't want us to be doing that. I wouldn't want to be doing that at all. But they doing it, so we got to show some force too. A lot of people that don't understand strategy, this is the part where you just got to understand strategy and just say, okay, let me fall back about something that I don't know. If everybody out there testing their stuff, yeah, my dog, everybody want to bring their pit bull to the yard and be like, roof, 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 roof. Yeah, I ain't bringing no milkshake to the yard. I'm bringing the big XL that's like this. Yeah, the big XL with the big USA on his neck. Like, what's up? USA over here. The same way we stand and we deliver when it comes down to the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. I'm talking about standing that way the same way. That's all I'm talking about is what I'm trying to cover here. And that's my personal opinion, and you don't have to agree. But check it out. Let's go.
President may be reacting to something like that. Listen, where the president is on nuclear warheads and nuclear weapons is he wants to see a de-escalation of it. He wants to see a reduction of it. He's not looking for any escalation of this whatsoever. And, you know, he's attempted to bring China and Russia together to work towards that end, and China has stiffed that process entirely. And as we all know, Russia is increasing their nuclear weapons, particularly their tactical nuclear weapons. So I think more to follow on here on the pathway ahead.
President says, I give it a 12 out of a 1 to 10 scale. His meeting with President Xi. They didn't really bring up Taiwan. I know that's a big focus of our war games and our worries. We got Japan and South Korea to commit to spending more on defense. How would you rate, from what we know, how would you rate the trip?
Yeah, I would give it pretty high marks. I mean, the whole trip itself.
I do too, but I don't even want to go into how you feel about it because check this out. That all depends on what Xi Jinping does and what, what's his name, Vladimir does. Because we could want and hope for the best all the time. But next thing you know, they doing something totally different. That's right, y'all. Y'all know how the game go. We don't know what's going to happen until it does. Let's get on over to start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. But check this out. Somebody that doesn't want to be a part of it, especially in the situation that he's in, someone that you know and love. I'm going to just go there right now to all the ladies. I don't understand why, but I'm going to just go there. Luigi Mangione. They said he's receiving more fan mail than They said that your boy is receiving more fan mail than Diddy. They're calling him the ambassador of the prison. Check this out, you guys. Come on, ladies. I want to know why in the comments. Go ahead and put your comments in there. Why are so many ladies so intrigued by Luigi Mangione? Let me know in the comments, ladies.
Executive dead on a New York sidewalk almost a year ago is a lot of things to a lot of people. But to the state of New York and to the Justice Department, Luigi Mangione is the cold-blooded assassin. Still, there are plenty of fish who look at him as a hero, especially the critics of the healthcare system. And to millions of fans, yes, fans, Luigi is a young, rich hottie who pops up on the news now and then and likes his prison mail. But those are just the devotees on the outside. You may not know it, but he appears to have a lot of fish on the inside, too. Fellow inmates at New York's infamous Metropolitan Detention Center have a special name for Luigi. Here's a hint. Starts with an A. Not what you think. It's actually ambassador.
Batty Lynn said she don't find him attractive. All right, Batty.
Sources tell the well-known defense attorney Arthur Idella that Luigi earned his title by helping new arrivals learn the ropes when they show up in jail. They say Luigi is, quote, very, very well liked on the inside, and that the guards consider him a, quote, model prisoner. Arthur Idella is like a super lawyer of sorts, with famous clients ranging from Rudy Giuliani to Weinstein to Ghislaine Maxwell, all of whom were held at New York's famous lockups.
See, look.
Here is my conversation with him about Luigi's life behind bars.
How many visitors on average do you think Luigi is getting at MDC?
I do not know the answer to that question. I do know that until recently, he was getting the most fan mail of anybody in that prison. I think he even eclipsed Puff Daddy P. Diddy in terms of just regular mail. I mean, it's a little odd for me to call it fan mail, but in fact, that's what it is. It's mail from supporters and young ladies who
sending money, checks. sending all y'all up in here sending what they call them things, money orders. Y'all know y'all been hitting up Luigi Mangioni's JPay, trying to make sure that his books is okay. They talking about he getting more fan mail than Diddy. Ladies, y'all know y'all so wrong. What y'all thinking? All right, well, he locked up, he can't go nowhere. Maybe I got a chance. Oh my God. Let's keep on going, y'all.
Find him attractive. So he is a very popular figure in the Metropolitan Detention Center here in New York.
It always confounds me when people write to, inmates in jails, inmates in prisons, and certainly serial killers who've been convicted. Luigi, maybe not as confounding. He does have the looks factor. We can't ignore that. But, I asked you how.
Oh, she even said it. Man, well, okay, y'all. Y'all see what it is. It's sad that this man is getting all of this light and love and all of that. See, that's the bad part about it. You can go to jail for doing something bad and still have all the ladies. Look, they love them bad boys, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? And then when he start doing something bad in the house, they want to be like, oh my God, can you believe what he did? Then they want to tell a story and write a book about how bad the guy was. You already knew he was bad, but you like that. You like the danger. He cute. He handsome. Yeah, so yeah, you got to take the good, how Project Pat said, you got to take the good with the bad with the sad. You got to take the good with the bad. Let's keep on going, you guys. Because guess what? I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger you give me today. Yes, I'm talking about Governor Baby Back Pritzker. He slams the worst of the worst in the Trump administration. Let's get on over to Illinois, you guys. We got to keep these stories going. I told you today was going to be a banger. Y'all didn't believe me. Let's go. I told you. I wasn't playing.
Nearly 2 months, I've repeatedly come before you to provide details about the extent of the chaos and abuse and violence that Donald Trump, ICE, and the Border Patrol have inflicted on the people of Illinois. It is now happening at a pace and at a scale that is wider and more intense than it was in previous weeks.
Yes, Vladimir, there's very more important stuff to show, and that's why I'm showing it right now. Thank you for your observation.
It's important that all Illinoisans, in fact, all patriotic Americans, recognize what is happening here in our state, because we cannot let this become normalized. We cannot let the Trump administration's unlawful behavior or abuse of power slip through the cracks. Our Chicagoland neighborhoods are being bombarded with tear gas, invaded by unidentified masked men in unmarked vehicles, thugs who are intimidating workers and children and grandparents, most of whom are black or brown, most of whom have committed no offense.
Don't put us in that, baby back. Don't put us in that.
At all. That is why I established the Illinois Accountability Commission to gather evidence, video, documents, testimony.
Because I'm going to need to see the proof, all right? Because I ain't out there messing with them.
To make a record of the abuses in the hopes that they will dissuade the abusers, give courts and decision makers reason to intervene, and spur peaceful response to the invasion.
I think I had about enough, you know what I'm saying? Something that you never say when you're at a dinner table, but I think I've had about enough of Baby Back Pritzker. I don't know what you guys feel about that. I don't really feel in any kind of way. I think he's probably chiming in, sending the same sentiment as Brandon Johnson, who's got a 16% approval rating from his constituents. Let's keep on moving forward to Los Angeles. Because in a huge federal sting, let's get into one of our titles on the heading here. We got 97 people in total in a sweeping ICE, in an ICE raid. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Bust it. Ice, ice, baby. Doom, 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 doom.
But first, let's get right to Matt Finn. He is reporting live from Los Angeles for us. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Sandra. We were embedded in a sweeping federal sting across Southern California yesterday. The feds arrested 12 people they say engaged in violence during this summer's riots here in Los Angeles. The latest arrests, people accused of lighting squad cars on fire, throwing rocks, and pepper spraying agents.
I didn't even know about this until the other day.
crashing in federal vehicles and debris as the agents left a marijuana farm raid back in July. Well, HSI agents arrested one of the guys they say is a lead rock thrower in that viral video. Fox was exclusively on hand. Issa Carrillo was arrested in a dark alleyway for a federal felony charge to impede or injure an officer. There was also a female target at the same house. She escaped but later turned herself in. Screen left, she's at the same pot farm raid in a mask. Police say she intentionally conspired to block federal agents' cars in. Screen right, she's under arrest yesterday after turning herself in, waving a peace sign. Federal law enforcement described Virginia Reyes as a known anti-ICE agitator. The feds say one photo shows her trying to film inside a law enforcement officer's car, potentially to dox that officer. Now, also, there are at least still 8 people wanted by the federal government for alleged crimes in the riots, including firing a gun at that marijuana farm raid. Acting U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley issuing this warning to anyone considering violence against immigration agents.
I want to be very clear. Every American has a right to peacefully protest. What is not constitutionally protected is a right to engage in violence or to impede federal agents by assaulting, doxing, or obstructing their operations.
All right, y'all. You know we only take about 2 minutes on it. Want to know what you guys think about that? Because, yeah, again, peaceful protest is totally different from, what are you doing, pulling out a GUN and running? Come on. And then you powing in the line of fire where people are at. Luckily, nobody got hurt in that incident. That was crazy right there. Now, because of Mamdani, Zoran Mamdani, and what I already told you guys, the fact that he is going to be the next mayor of New York, I'm telling you guys right now, didn't even have to have a poll to do it because I already knew. Because people in New York, what are they? Lazy, want stuff for free, and don't want to work. Straight up and down. Got to be honest with you guys. Y'all always thinking like, oh, New York, the place where people, you got to make it there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It is nothing like what you guys think. Let's get on over to, let's get right into it. And I live here. I've been living here for a while, so I can say that. The head of the New York City Bodega Group retires after Mamdani endorsement. And I agree. People in NYC, like I said, lazy and want stuff for free. Try to get somebody to work. Oh, yeah, man, I got you. Be hunting you. Be like, no, I don't need no job. I'm straight. But how you going to take care of yourself? Oh, we'll figure that out later. Yeah, okay. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. It's crazy.
New Yorkers gearing up for Election Day as brand new Fox News polls reveal that Democrat Zoran Mamdani still leading the mayor's race. Mamdani getting support from 47% of likely voters, holding a double-digit lead over former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Republican Curtis Sliwa still trailing behind.
He should have been gave up. The Sliwa is holding the numbers up right now, and even if he gave his numbers over to Cuomo, Cuomo would still be losing.
At 15%, but there is still time for the tide to shift before next week's election. Fernando Mateo, co-founder of the United Bodegas of America, resigning after that organization decided to back Mamdani. The group's president announcing that endorsement earlier this week. Watch.
We are proud to stand by beside Zoran Mamdani, a candidate who understands the struggle of everyday New Yorkers. Together, we want to build a New York City that is affordable for everyone. One is our concern to be safe in our bodegas, because be safe in our bodegas is not only the bodega, it's about our community.
I think you need to focus on bodegas.
Here to weigh in is the founder and president of the Bodega and Small Business Group, Frank Marte. Frank, thanks for coming in. Let's pick it up right there with safety.
Bodega.
Respond to that endorsement of Mamdani, citing safety as one of the reasons. What do you think is going to happen to safety here in the Big Apple if Mamdani wins?
Well, if Mamdani wins, we're going to have a big problem with the safety, because remember that he was one of who created the problems that we are facing now with the unsafety. He was one of the ones that supported defund the police, not prosecuting, not press charge to the criminals. So we're going to have a huge problems. I don't know how my friend got convinced to say that when all of the bodegueros, they feel that they were betrayed by someone that's supposed to represent it, and they know the problem that we have been facing with the public safety.
This is so stupid. This is one of the dumbest things that they could be doing. This is just like what was that elect Donald Trump. Elect Donald Trump. Remember that? Elect, that Spanish song that they did? And next thing you know, they was like this a couple of days later. Oh, womp, womp, womp. Hey, thumped it up. You voted for it. What do they, oh man, let me just let them say it. And what I really respect about it is it's one of your own people saying it. How about that?
All of the bodegueros, they feel that they were betrayed by someone that's supposed to represent it, and they know the problem that we have been facing with the public safety. That's our number one concern that we have.
I think you're questioning of why somebody who's a friend of yours in your business, bodega owners, issued an endorsement like that, especially on safety, but also on money. Also on the economy. And look at this poll. I think this may be somewhat telling. According to the Fox News poll, 47% of New Yorkers think that Mamdani would do a better job with the cost of living. But Mamdani, I think, is going to raise costs, especially with his brand of socialism that he wants to bring to the city, especially when it comes to city-run grocery stores. Because I can't imagine our government here in New York subsidizing grocery stores is going to do anything but raise costs for your customers and impact ultimately your bottom line when those customers can't buy as much.
There you go.
Exactly, and that's something that has failed all the time. And they want to use our tax-paid money to compete with us. So that would even going to be worse for a small business. So if we have Mamdani there, we will disappear as a small business because what his platform got is to destroy the small business, and the New York, he will create a huge chaos in the economy of New York City.
We do these polls and we see all these people voting for Mamdani, but I don't know anybody who's voting for Mamdani individually, personally. When you get out there in your community, what do your community members tell you? Are they voting for Mamdani?
Yes, some of them they say, oh, because with him we're gonna have we're gonna have free stuff. That's the nice music you have to be playing. And I be telling the people, thanks God I have to get a lot of people that they are not voting for him, because I said, listen, he cannot do what he's offering. He just wants to say that he's offering you so many things, free stuff, because like that you can vote for him, but he won't be able to accomplish what he's saying.
Oh my
Just
God!
wanna
I
bring
can listen to you all
chaos
day.
to New York City.
I could listen to your common sense all day. I have no idea what your party is, but again, when you make common sense, it's just so refreshing. Someone knows what the hell we actually going through. They damn lazy, and a lot of them, straight up and down, they stupid. They just plain stupid, straight up and down. 40th in education, give them the award because they deserve it. Oh, we're going to get a free stuff. You're going to get free stuff, all right. You're going to get knocked in the head, and then you're going to try to go to the priest, and they're going to say, hey, remember the fact that you voted for Zorhan? We don't got no police in here. We got social workers. Oh, wait a minute. We got social workers running up on the situation. Hey, what's going on here? Are you guys okay? What's happening? Boo, 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 boo. Oh, my God, let me get the... Yeah, now you're going to need some police for the social workers or whoever you're trying to substitute the police for. So, hey, you know what? I hate to say it, I see it coming, and it's something that I do not wish to happen. One thing I say sometimes, and it's my own motto, and it's after the 3-minute mark, so I can say the last word. I hate being right about the wrong shit. Let's keep on moving forward. The Brooklyn's in the house. Midwood, a place that I don't go to because of stuff like that. Exclusive bodega worker speaks out from his hospital bed after a following assault. Oh, it happened the day after this conversation, huh? So let's get right into it. Bugatti's doing some real research, homework on something that's actually going on. So yeah, let's go there.
With a News 12 exclusive surveillance video showing the moments a bodega worker is assaulted right outside of his own store in Midwood. Now he is speaking out from his hospital bed. And News 12's Tim Harfman is bedside with his story.
Yasir Muhammad is still in a hospital bed 2 days after surveillance video shows the
bodega workers, bodega owners voting for Zohan. He ain't even get in the office yet. Let's keep on going.
Worker being sucker punched. We're freezing the video right before the hit.
When we are alone, we're not feeling safe.
The victim says employees were outnumbered Monday night while trying to control a group they believe were teenagers entering the bodega on Avenue M. The video shows one person pushing the door before Muhammad runs out with what he says is a metal stick, trying to scare the group away.
They tried to run so we can come inside.
Then another person from the group
Do not run after anyone with stick, because that person may have Yeah, don't bring no knife to no pow party. And there's too many people out there, and this is the wild, wild west now. Don't be bringing no stick outside talking about, because you going to have somebody like, oh, this motherfucker with a stick, yo, let's go back there. And that's exactly what happened. Because guess what? There ain't no police to stop them. Think about it. All you hear in New York is, let's go to the videotape. That's it.
Wearing a hooded sweatshirt, comes out from the store and punches Muhammad from behind. The victim is seen lying on the ground for several minutes before getting up on his own. He tells us he needed 2 staples in his head. Muhammad says they only allow this group to enter 2 or 3 people at a time because they are known for shoplifting.
They're just stealing the candy, they're stealing the juice.
The victim's uncle says it happens multiple times a week.
This whole summer, a lot of red candy, juice, soda, taken the left, put in the bag, put in the here, big jacket.
Muhammad says that although he did not see the group carrying weapons, they are no longer welcome back.
So now, about 60 times of them doing that, you're going to get peed off. And somebody is going to go about it the wrong way as far as handling it. You know, they're going to do it the wrong way. Let's keep on going forward now, because we got multiple arrests in Michigan for plotting violent attacks, says the FBI. And this was something that was thwarted. I don't want to say too many words because it gets kind of crazy. You guys appreciate the content that you're getting. Double tap that screen. I really appreciate if we can get those likes up to justify the people are here. I want to get to work. Keep on bringing you guys good content. I promise you the show it's going to even get better. It's going to even get better. Watch this. Let's go.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Well, that breaking news here on Friday morning. The FBI saying they have thwarted a potential terror attack here in Michigan. Here's everything we know right now. The FBI Director, Kash Patel, saying multiple suspects were arrested for plotting a violent attack over this Halloween weekend. The FBI Detroit office saying that the FBI has been in both Dearborn and Inkster this morning. Dearborn police putting out an update on Facebook about 45 minutes ago saying they were made aware of FBI operations in the city earlier this morning, and sources say Dearborn police are assisting the FBI with this investigation. They say there is no threat to the community. I want to show you some live pictures that we have right now in 2 different Dearborn neighborhoods. This one here is near Tireman and Warren. We don't know exactly what the connection is, but you can see there are investigators working in the backyard of this home. We have been told again that multiple arrests have been made after the FBI thwarted this violent attack that would have happened over this holiday weekend. You can see.
Now, this is possibly a follow-up to that story we watched yesterday where they were trying to find somebody else that was like, wait a minute, I'm a small-timer. Probably was something to do with that. Let's keep on going, y'all.
The federal investigators, you can see right there with an FBI vest on. We also have another live scene we could take you to. So this one here is at Tireman and Schaefer. Tireman and Warren. This one is at Ford and Schaefer, which is about 2 miles apart. As you can see there, the Michigan State Police also investigating, helping with this. And as you just saw, an investigator walking out of that home as well. We heard earlier some scanner audio of residents that were calling in, hearing loud noises, what they thought were gunshots, likely flashbangs, as the FBI and federal investigators likely raiding these homes within the past couple of hours.
All right, yeah, we're going to keep up on this story because we got more. I told you guys, it gets better. It's Saturday morning, you guys. Let's get it going. Let's go. We got to get into some exclusive content with Erica Kirk for the first sit-down interview since her husband's assassination. I can't say that word. Keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
It's been 7 weeks since Charlie Kirk was taken from the world, but the movement he created is bigger than ever. His wife, Erica, just staged her great American comeback, picking up right where Charlie left off, addressing a packed stadium with students hanging on every word.
I love you guys, truly. This whole, you guys have no idea how helpful it is to have all of you in my life, because you help me feel even more deeply connected to my husband. And I thank you for that. I thank all of you for that.
Her address wasn't just a love letter to the TPUSA community, it was a call to action.
Earn your voice. Charlie loved the word earn. Earn your voice. This is about your legacy. Each one of you in this room, everyone watching, when you earn your voice and you stand up for what is right, that is a part of your legacy, your family's legacy, just as much as it is part of Charlie's legacy.
I was honored to be with Erica backstage moments before her emotional tribute to Charlie.
You feel Charlie here right now.
I know you do too.
I feel him too. Well, God bless you.
Jesse, you're...
And God bless Turning Point USA. What do you hope to achieve for Charlie and for the country?
Oh my goodness. All of his wildest dreams for this organization and more. He left me a blueprint and all of his journals, but more so than that, I was his vault for literally everything. He shared everything with me, his vision, his dreams, and I know now more than ever, I mean, he was always a hard worker, but now more than ever, he's up in heaven orchestrating and sitting and strategizing, and I can just feel it. I can feel it. And so all I want is to be able to make sure we honor Charlie, we keep fighting the good fight, and we do it in such a bold and powerful way. We're not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not.
She says she's not afraid, y'all. We're going to keep on moving forward now. I told you the show gets better and better and better as we go. We got lucky. Let's keep on going to New Jersey. This is probably my favorite story of the whole entire show. Why? Because we have a hero police officer, Johnson. What he do? He saved a good boy who had jumped into the what? Into a oh my God, he jumps into the water and he jumped into the current as it was freezing cold. This hero police officer saved a dog and rescued an injured dog. And a lot of people he didn't even think twice about saving this dog right here. This dog was scared and fearful, and he jumped into this, I guess it was into the bay. And the police officer jumped right in, right behind him, to the point where even dog rescue, they were off the pier looking like this. I can't believe he's out there in the freezing cold. This here, my favorite story of the whole show. Check this out, you guys. Check it out.
City police officer is being hailed as a hero now after he jumped into chilly bay waters to rescue an injured dog.
CBS News Philadelphia's Ross DiMattei spoke with that officer and joined us now with more. Ross.
Hey, Siafa and Natasha. Yeah, so officers were called about a tan and white pit bull that was reportedly abandoned and walking with a limp. Well, that dog managed to elude animal control by jumping into the bay, but that didn't stop one brave officer from following him in.
Are you sure you go out that far?
Gonna have to try. Body camera footage shows the moment when Atlantic City police officer Matt Schmidt made the daring decision.
Wow, that's pretty far.
I know, but what else are we supposed to do?
So I was like, he said, it's pretty far. She said, okay. And then he's like, what you gonna do? What else I'm supposed to do? Now that is the hero right there. Jump straight in the water, freezing cold.
Okay, it's struggling, the current's strong, it's getting weighted down, and it's just gonna tire out. So I just felt like, okay, clearly a boat is not going to get here in time. So this is not a choice. I have to go if I want this dog to live.
Police drone video picks up the pursuit from there. Officer Schmidt estimates he swam about 100 yards to get to the dog and secure a type of leash around its neck. Back on shore, an animal control officer can barely watch.
I don't watch horror movies. I can't with the suspense. I can't.
Once I had him in my control, I'm just basically talking to him. I'm like, okay, buddy, just help me. Just swim with me, not away from me. Don't make this double hard.
Look at that.
I was having a little chat with him while we were on the way back.
Together, the two made the long swim back to land, with Officer Schmidt eventually pulling the pup to safety in a marshy area along the shore.
You good?
Yeah, he's a very, very bad boy.
Officer Schmidt describes himself as a dog lover and says he'd do it all over again in a similar situation. Just don't call him a hero.
Honestly, I was just trying to do my job. I'm just glad I got to save the dog. I certainly wasn't thinking that way when I was acting. I was just, this dog has to be saved.
So this rescue took place 2 weeks ago today, and we have a positive update tonight. Animal Control ended up taking the dog in after that rescue, treated him for that limp I told you about, and at last word, the dog is in good health.
There you go. Now that's the hero story right there for real, y'all. I know y'all like, what? Yes, save the dog. I love XL Pit Bull. You see how the dog was in the water like, yeah, because he said he would have tired out and probably would have drowned. What you guys think about that story? All of my animal lovers here. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, please do so. Become a member. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on, and we are on. We got more to get into, you guys. We're going over to Washington where these explosive claims of what's her name? Kristi Noem has a message for Gavin Newsom, giving out CDL licenses to illegals who can't even speak English. There's a new order that they're about to set in place to deter this practice. This is pretty crazy, you guys. I hope y'all appreciate the content. Let's keep on going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It's unconscionable that illegal aliens have CDLs and driving 18-wheelers across our nation. Just because some sanctuary cities want to gamble with motorist lives and let these dangerous people on the roads driving dangerous vehicles.
As the Trump administration plans a crackdown on CDLs being issued to illegal aliens, Republican lawmakers are stepping up as well, pushing for stricter requirements and a universal English proficiency test for anyone who wants to get behind the steering wheel of one of those big rigs. Let's bring in the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem now, who's just given an update on Midway Blitz. And if I could just sort of encapsulate this, Madam Secretary, this Midway Blitz operation at the Indiana-Illinois border nabbed 223 illegal aliens, including 146 truck drivers. 40 drivers had been issued commercial driver's licenses, mostly from California, as well as New York and Illinois. What more can you tell us?
Sanctuary states, cities.
You know, it's really incredible what has happened here is that we're really seeing and peeling back the onion on who is allowing these dangerous individuals to get on our roads and get behind 18-wheelers that turn into weapons when they don't know how to use them, they don't know how to operate them, and they can't speak our language or
and don't even know how to stop. That fool right there didn't. Everybody in the comments that day that was looking at this video said he didn't even stop or try. But you guys do remember that one guy failed his air brakes test 10 times. Remember that?
Interpret our laws. So many of these sanctuary states are handing out driver's license. In fact, as a part of Midway Blitz, we saw over a dozen different states hand out driver's licenses that then allowed these individuals to go get commercial driver's licenses and go out and get onto our roadways. And we're stopping that. We're starting to vet individuals. We're starting to stop individuals. And when we do enforcement action on their driving records or on their trucks to make sure that they're legal, we're allowing our partnerships with these states, such as Indiana, which is where we're focused today, to do immigration enforcement as well, making sure that those individuals who shouldn't be in our country are brought to justice and they're removed from our country too.
Madam Secretary Sandra here in New York, it's amazing to think.
I think that's enough. We only do 2 minutes anyway. I was trying to get into you guys' comments because I want to know what you guys have to say. So, and I like the fact that all of you guys are staying on point. That means we're doing our job over here. Let's keep it going now, because the fact that you stayed around, it's time, you guys. Let's get into that heading right now. United Kingdom, no longer. Ex-Prince Andrew has been stripped of the prince title and will have to move out of the royal lodge. I believe this is just me. He will soon now be prosecuted for all of his protection has been stripped away. And the last comment from the royal family is the main focus of what I heard here. When they said that they are showing love to all of the victims, they're breaking every tie with ex-Prince Andrew. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. If you appreciate the content, give me all the money in your pockets. Let's go.
Let's bring you some breaking news that has come to us in the last minute or so from Buckingham Palace. His Majesty the King has today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. This statement coming into us in the last 10 or so seconds from Buckingham Palace. And I'm going to read to you exactly what this statement says. Prince Andrew will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. His lease on Royal Lodge has, to date, provided him with legal protection to continue in residence. Formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease, and he will move to alternative private accommodation.
That's one.
These censors are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny the allegations against him.
That's two.
Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse.
That's three.
So just to repeat this breaking news, His Majesty the King has initiated a formal notice, a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. Let's cross live now to our royal correspondent, Helena Wilkinson, who is on the phone live with us from Windsor.
His protection is gone. Because you know the government and nobody gonna go at him as long as he's royalty. And then they were letting him stay somewhere. Once this book right here came out, all bets were off. She's no longer here. You can't hurt her no more. And all of the facts that came out of the book are starting to hurt him and make him look really bad. So guess what the king said? Not with us, buddy. You got to go. You should have known when to hold them and knew when to roll them. Should have got the hell away from Epstein and stayed very clear. You had all that money and you acted like a dummy. So now you asked out when the dealing's done.
And Helena, just explain to us, if you can, what has brought us to this point.
Well, there has been, Mariam, over a number of weeks, we've seen continued scrutiny and continued allegations around Prince Andrew and his link to the sex offender Jeffrey Epstein allegations, which he continues to deny those allegations. Well, this evening, an incredibly significant development in this story, that statement that you read from Buckingham Palace in the last couple of moments that we have had into us. Just repeat the main part of that statement. His Majesty has today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew.
Did you see Prince William just now? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but Prince Andrew was trying to get next to the king and William was like this. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but it's the small things that your boy pay attention to. I never caught that before, but watch this little walk.
Incredibly significant development in this story, that statement that you read from Buckingham Palace in the last couple of moments that we have had into us. Just repeat the main part of that statement. His Majesty has today initiated a formal process to remove the style.
Oh man, you've been ousted by the family verbally. They probably was treating him like that in the castle. Like, man, you go ahead, man, keep it moving. We don't want to even be seen in pictures with you. Let's get on over to Ghislaine Maxwell, the apex prosecution. The brother and the sister-in-law speak out on her. Because this is the person who basically brought everybody together, you guys. You do know that, right? This person was brought over by this person for this person. Right, because this person wanted to know a lot of powerful people. So this person knew a lot of powerful people, and that was one of the powerful people she knew. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep going. What I got for you right up? Let's go. Close them screens up because it's a little clip.
As she refers to Ghislaine as the apex predator, I think that was part of it. I think that they were so good at picking out vulnerable girls, little girls, and capitalizing on the things that they saw that they wanted, whether, you know, like with Virginia, they saw her reading a massage book. She really thought, look, I'm going to work in this spa and maybe I can improve myself. Maybe I can find a way out and do something good with my life. And they preyed upon that and they used that. Oh, we're going to train you to be a masseuse. And, you know, whether it was that or with another survivor and it was dancing or art, they were very, very good at identifying those vulnerabilities or those needs in these children and then twisting it. And how do you get out of that when you're that age, when you're surrounded by incredibly powerful people in these places? And you look at, and there's celebrities or politicians or important people, and the money is surrounding you. That is probably something you can't even fathom. They grew up very humbly. So how do you, as a 16, 17-year-old little girl, even come to terms with that?
Even more, you guys, we got to get into more detail because Alex Acosta, yeah, man, you are in some deep-ish right now. Let's go. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
There is a new piece of reporting today, the kind that hits and you stop and you pull over on the sidewalk and read the whole thing. At least that's what I did. It's a potentially major development in the Jeffrey Epstein story. Remember last month we learned about Alex Acosta's testimony, Donald Trump's former Secretary of Labor and the prosecutor who just so happened to be behind Jeffrey Epstein's 2008 plea deal before landing in the Trump cabinet. Well, he told the House Oversight Committee that he did not recall any discussion of potential financial crimes as part of his office's Epstein investigation. But today, Bloomberg is reporting this revelation. Quote, emails and documents from Epstein's Yahoo account show that prosecutors in his office discussed the financial crimes component of the investigation with Acosta and copied him on correspondence about it. Congressman Robert Garcia, the ranking member on House Oversight, shared his alarm with my colleague Katie Tur last hour over this news of a money laundering investigation. Garcia also told Bloomberg this, quote, this information makes it incredibly clear that there is a massive cover-up happening right now. It appears that DOJ is likely sitting on evidence that Epstein's crimes were perhaps even bigger than have been publicly reported. I think this calls into question Acosta's entire testimony. Joining our conversation is Bloomberg senior investigative reporter Jason Leopold. He is violent.
This is where the source came from.
And on that reporting we just read from, Michael Feinberg still with us. Jason, take us inside how these two things that seem impossible to coexist can be.
Well, it is really difficult to comprehend how, on the one hand, former U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta said that his office, he said this during his testimony in September, that his office was focused predominantly on Epstein's sex crimes. But through these emails and other documents that we've obtained, we found that there was a real money laundering investigation taking place. And it went on for 18 months, beginning in February 2007, going all the way until June 2008, when Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty to that state charge in Florida. So this investigation, essentially, what it shows is that the U.S. attorney who was leading the probe at the time, she subpoenaed all of Epstein's financial records. She contacted one of his most important clients about the investigation, Les Wexner, the billionaire CEO of Victoria's Secret Limited, and she, was working on this case for quite some time. And Acosta was copied on all of these communications that were going back and forth between Epstein's attorneys and his office, Acosta's office, as well as Main Justice, that sought to undercut the prosecutor and try to get this case scuttled entirely.
Let me read from the reporting, and I have another question about that. Federal prosecutors expanded their probe into Epstein's sex crimes in 2007 to include potential charges of money laundering. The lead prosecutor requested that a grand jury issue subpoenas for, quote, every financial transaction conducted by Jeffrey Epstein and his 6 businesses dating to 2003. Emails show. Prosecutors also subpoenaed major banks for records about Epstein's accounts and financial activity, according to 2 people. Now, what is the scenario, Jason, wherein...
Yeah, well, like what we wanted to hear was the follow-up with someone from Bloomberg who actually was there, and that's the account that's being said, you guys. We got a lot. I told you we wasn't playing today. I told you it wasn't a game. Y'all thought, oh, Bugatti's telling us one thing. No, when I tell you it's going down, it's going down. The show's crazy. I told you what was going to happen. You guys got to believe me. Are we going to do this other situation real quick? Do you guys got some more time? I hope so, because guess what? We got to get on over to Minnesota, where this lady is lucky she can walk, not less squat. Yes, this is a woman who we call a serial squatter, who uses the law to prey on people. I know a lot of people in the comments would have said, oh yeah? You don't want to pay me my rent? You don't want to leave when I tell you to leave my place? Oh yeah, we gonna have a problem.
A Minneapolis woman is stuck living with a squatter who will not leave her house.
This is quite a story. We've uncovered evidence that the person is a potential serial squatter, and she's made herself at home in rental rooms around Minnesota and Wisconsin over the last few years. Fox 9's Corn Hoggard is live at the latest place. And Corn, you confronted her today. So what happened?
Yeah, Kelsey and Randy, she has lived right here since May. She hasn't paid since the first 2 weeks, but the homeowner cannot just kick her out, can't lock her out, because this is now a landlord-tenant situation, so it has to go to the courts.
Just kind of sidled her way in. And honestly, I dropped the ball. I didn't vet her.
Michelle Caravello had dream experiences finding traveling nurses and short-term renters for 3 years. Then Tess Schmidt came for what was supposed to be a 2-week stay.
2 weeks go by and she's not ready to leave. 2 more weeks go by and somebody else is supposed to come. They have a lease. And she's still sitting on my sofa when they arrive. Or when I told her she had to leave, she said, you can say that all you want, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Tess Schmidt or contest.
Now this is the part where you call over your friends, the Jawakatima and them, and you tell Jawakatima, hey, we gonna have a party. And if something happened during the party, something just happened during the party. Jawakatima beat the hell out of her. Next thing you know, they having a party. The girl like, what the hell y'all doing in there? Hey, we having a party in the house. And let Jawakatima and her friends handle up on her. But no. We're going to see what happens. And if this ever happened before, prior to anybody else in this situation. Again, we here, y'all. We working. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's go.
Contessa Schmidt, or Contessa von Schmidt, is frequently an unwelcome guest at short-term rentals, as she was last year at Susan Clark's St. Paul home.
And then when it came to September 19th, she wouldn't leave. And I called the police on her, and they said they couldn't do anything.
Police are often helpless in these situations without an unlawful detainer.
I gotta say it while it's hot. Somebody, exit life be on point. She said, gotta get the girl's cousin from yesterday who lost her SNAP benefits and was gonna crash out. That's who we gotta get. You're right, y'all. Go for it.
Court eviction notice. The process can take weeks or months, and they're not filed in every case, but we found 9 eviction cases against Schmidt in 4 states. In one of the court filings, an attorney says he found at least 10 victims in 6 states. Damn. Law enforcement has removed her from at least 1 Wisconsin home, but she's done the same thing again at least 3 places since.
But she needs to be stopped. She's hurting people.
Schmidt sidled back into Caravello's house during our interview, so I confronted her about her squatting history. 10 people in 6 states said you've squatted in their houses. You have repeated UD orders from people in Minnesota, Wisconsin, all over the country.
I'm not going to answer this. I travel a lot, and every so often the numbers are you're going to run into issues.
She said she traveled a lot. Then she tried to hit it up. She caught herself. Every so often the numbers. What do you mean the numbers? You out here playing the numbers game? Let me see how many people houses I can squat at for a year and not have to pay no damn rent for my own place. Man, we got to keep on moving forward. I told you guys it was going to get better. I told you, whoever stuck around right now, I'm going to give you a treat. And you deserve it because I didn't give you a treat yesterday for Halloween. So here's my treat to you. Here's somebody that dressed up like a woman, but wasn't actually a woman. All in the spirits of, fading off for Halloween. Let's go there, you guys. And if y'all appreciate the content that y'all got today, I really appreciate all the money in your pockets right now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding with you. But what I would appreciate, if you can get those likes up, because you see we going extra right now to get you guys this content. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. I appreciate you guys. Let's go to Washington. We have a man who was dressed as a woman recording women in a Maryland gym shower. Oh my God. And when you guys see this picture of El Fulio right here, woo! Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Let me get the screen open, double tap that screen to get those likes up because I'm about to earn it.
Montgomery Park man accused of posing as a woman to secretly record women in gym locker rooms being held without bond tonight. Fox 5's Julie Donaldson live outside the Montgomery County Courthouse with those details tonight. Julie?
Hey, Marina. Well, the defense attorney asked the judge to consider a less restrictive option to being held without bond, arguing that while the crimes are problematic, they're not violent.
No.
But the judge, well, she disagreed with that, taking into consideration the danger of the crimes and the fact that there are 2 other pending charges in Prince George's County of similar offenses.
I want you to soak it up first. I'm trying to be on point. This is the woman, man dressed up like a woman. I had to freeze it right there. I want you guys to see it. There you go. There you go. There she go. And there he go. We going back? Let's go. Let's bring it back.
Of similar offenses. Now, police first learned of the suspect on October 10th after a woman at One Life Fitness in Germantown reported a man entered the woman's locker room and recorded her in the shower. Investigators later identified the suspect as 44-year-old Chikunidi Tati of Tacoma Park, arresting him on October 9th at the Planet Fitness in White Oak. Police say that Tati was at the gym for 7 hours without working out. He would then put on a wig and pretend to be a woman to enter the locker room where he would film his victims. He would then hide his disguise while leaving to avoid detection. He is now facing up to a year in jail on multiple counts of peeping Tom and visual surveillance of a private area.
One of the biggest factors that a judge is looking at when determining bond is dangerousness. So in this case, the judge determined that there was no less restrictive means to ensure the safety of the community. People need to be able to feel safe when they are at the gym showering. So this defendant will remain held without bond until trial, which will be in district court on December 15th.
Now, an interpreter was in court to translate as the suspect speaks Lingala, the native language of the Congo. Now, the defense attorney says he lives with his wife of 4 years and they have 2 young children. Police do believe that there may be other victims and they're urging anyone with information to come forward.
This fool done went to Burlington and seen a fuchsia top and said, I can use that. That was fuchsia, that pink top he had on. And then was that some, like a fake sports bra that was probably filled with something to make the false look like you got boom booms, like you got breasts? And you look like one of the ugliest women in the world. What the hell are you doing with shades on in the gym? With a poodle wig. Oh my God. And he was in there for 7 hours and nobody noticed this fool? Oh man, that go to show you, man. I don't know what's it only gets a little bit crazy with this pantsless cop who shocks this judge now at a virtual court hearing. I guess he figured, hey, this is virtual. I'm home. It happened a lot over the pandemic. So you know what a lot of people did? They got real comfortable when they were going to court, when they were in front of the judge and all of that stuff. So we got this one police officer, yeah, he ain't even got no pants on in front of the judge. Let's go.
Good morning, and please this honorable court, Tanisha Reed on behalf of Nikisha Lee, who is present via Zoom.
Ms. Lee, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nikisha Lee.
Day, date, and time set for a trial is Officer Jackson here. He was.
I think he might be in the breakout room.
Oh, no. All right. Ms. Lee, my understanding, you want to bail yourself to the offer?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Officer Jackson, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Officer Jackson, badge number 3919, out of the 12th precinct.
All right.
He got to ask the customer, Judge.
You got some pants on, officer?
Sir, they're in the... No, sir.
And why are you so late?
So first of all, he said, you got some pants you gonna put on? I want you guys to see this other one because it is kind of crazy. She late for court and she making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Come on, y'all, let's go.
Because I have a paper right here that shows my court started at 1 o'clock, but then when I called, right here.
It looks like I saw 9 a.m.
I have 1 o'clock on one of those papers.
You just showed me a paper, Miss Outerbridge. That
yes,
said
I did. Right. So when I called,
no, we can't talk at the same time.
Well, I apologize for being late. Excuse me.
Stop.
You asked me a question. I'm just trying to answer it.
I know. Put whatever you're trying to prepare down.
I'm trying to see my daughter.
Get your coat. You gotta put your properly dressed on.
I am properly dressed. I have on a t-shirt. I am properly dressed.
Is that a robe?
It's the problem, sir. I'm not even doing that. You asked me a question. I'm answering. My daughter is sick. I had to keep her home from school. I'm just trying to feed her.
Woo! Jawaka Tima. She brought all her problems to court. Luckily, she even showed up. She had the robe on, showed the daughter, and you know she used them SNAP benefits for that peanut butter. Stop acting like y'all don't think I know what I'm talking about, because she ain't going to no work nowhere. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. I told you we had a bang of the day. Y'all thought I was playing. We're going to get over to some great news about who? None other than the XL Pit Bull that we helped out. That's one of our buddies, one of our great puppies, one of our pups that we love. Let's get on over to Nova and let's look and see what's going on with Lynn and Nova as Lynn is really doing her thing and taking care of Nova, you guys. As you can see, she's dedicated. She's been pushing herself. She's been massaging Nova's muscles. You probably saw the muscles jitter and start reactivating, because sometimes you gotta slap those muscles when they've been down and make sure that they get back up. I want you guys to close your screen up so you guys can actually see this. This is Nova. She's showing you after, she says, my paralyzed dog stands after physical therapy with mom. Let's go, you guys. Our friend of our channel, Lynn and Nova, Lynn and Us is her channel. Let's go. Over, y'all. Show Nova some love, y'all. Y'all see he's fighting his way back, trying to get strong. That's right, getting stronger. And with the love of his mother, I've been watching those videos. I'm going to tell you guys, Lynn will make you cry. Because the way that she's rubbing his muscles and using the massage machine and going back and forth with his circulation, Lynn is on some physically showing you, I ain't giving up on you, baby. You my baby. Straight up and down. They're going to have to take us both out of here. And when you see that type of love, you got to acknowledge it, you guys. That's why there's no other love than the love of an animal and the love of the parents for the animal. It's unconditional, you guys. Just want you guys to know that. And especially if you're a dog lover, you guys know that they give you their all. Thank you so much, Matthew, for the $1.99 super chat. This is you guys' chance to give all the super chats that you want to give right now. I'm just messing with you, even though it would be nice, because I know it's hard out here for a pimp, so I don't really try to hit your pockets up too hard. I got some Bustelo in the kitchen. I don't want to drink no Starbucks. I'll be all right. But you know what? Thank you for getting those likes up. Thank you for everything that we're doing today, because you know I'm putting in that work, and I hope you guys appreciate the show, because that's how we do it over at Our Bottom Line. This is your chance to subscribe to the channel, become a member, hit that notification bell down there. We do this every single day. Tomorrow, Purple Sunday. That's when we really turn up. And guess what, you guys? I don't know if you have a business. Maybe you're a mobile barber. I don't know what you do, but we want to help you guys promote your business on our station, on our channel. So send over your promos in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. That's what fits inside of the YouTube, the notification box, and we'll help you guys promote your business that way. That's what we're talking about doing right now. Thank you again for the $10 super chat, Angels Among Us. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Maybe going to Starbucks now. Appreciate you. I might leave a Bustelo in the kitchen and save it for a rainy day. Let's get some prayers up right now for all of my family and my co-hosts that we cannot do without. Rebecca, do me a favor if you don't mind. Can you change your name back to Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno? Because I love saying Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You known for that. Come on, girl. Sometimes you got to stick to what we know you for. We love you so much. Let's pray for Rebecca, because we want to make sure that Rebecca feels much better. Joe, thank you so much. Apple channel energy. I wake up here. We're to love and show the community. Here's a little something, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that too. So thank Joe, you guys over there too, because Joe's showing some love too. And I want to make sure, yeah, Rebecca, change your name back. We love you. And we want to pray that pain away, that ghost pain that's floating in your body, bothering your leg. We want to ask God to please get rid of that, because my sister's been doing phenomenal, and we are tired of the pain. We are tired of the drama already, Lord. All we want is positive results, and that's all we ask for right now in your name. Amen. And we also want to keep moving forward and pray for liberty and justice. Pray for Casey, who's always here showing love, my brother. Don't think that I don't recognize you, because I definitely do. Luigi, Sky, thank you so much, Mike Holmes. And who else we got up in here? That's Ihamre. Angels Among Us, thank you again. I want to make sure we get as many people in this prayer as possible, because prayer is powerful. And when we have so many people praying about a positive thing, I know that it's going to actually get to where it needs to get to. We say that today. Amen. That's right, you guys. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. I want you to go out there and drink some water. I want you to stop worrying about problems, because guess who woke you up this morning? If you didn't get up this morning, you wouldn't even be able to complain about the problem. How about that? So the first thing we do is say thank God. I even say thank you for the problem, because if I didn't get up, I wouldn't be able to complain about it. Straight up and down. Also, y'all know what's coming up. We got the definition of talent show right here, and we got the location set up. That's right, you guys. We're going to be in Staten Island at Time to Wine. Time to Wine, Wines and Liquors in Staten Island. And guess what? We got this event coming up on the 15th of November. DJ Don Dada is going to be there doing her thing for the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search where I come up, my boy, that's me right there, I'm sorry, your boy Bugatti NYC, also DJ Don Dada. We're doing a talent show right now for all of those that want to show your talent. We got a location in Staten Island that we're going to be, it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch, and what we're doing is we're giving away $250 in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. Once we get everybody from every borough that wins, we're going to come together at one location where that one person wins $1,000. This location in Staten Island is going to be a location called Time to Wine. That's right, you guys. It's at the Paragon the shopping center. It's right there in Staten Island. You guys are not going to miss it. Flyers going up today. I got my DJ, DJ Don Dada, who you always know is going to be there doing her thing on the ones and twos. Your boy Bugatti NYC will be the host. Both of us are going to be judging the talent as you come in. I don't know what your talent is. If you're a singer, hi, 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 Pavier, hi, 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 hey, boy. And if you are a dancer, that's cool too. But if you can cook, yeah, look at this, y'all, different talents. I don't care if you come there with kids that you cut their hair and you show me your barbering talents. We're talking about overall talent here, not just singing and dancing. I want to get everybody out. We're trying to give back to the customer. So that's right, the Show Your Talent Search coming to Time to Wine in Staten Island. You guys need to be there on Saturday, November the 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. I'm going to be there. DJ Don Dada going to be there. Got to be 21 and older because we going to be sipping on that big drip, sipping on that big drip, sipping on that. Yes, and we don't play no games when it comes down to age requirements because we ain't trying to get locked up because ain't nobody going to bail me out. It's Saturday, y'all. Smile for no reason. And I'm about to make you do it. Do me a favor. Not in the memes, but do it in real life. Follow me and please do what I do because I just want you guys to feel good. Do me a favor right now. Follow me. 1, 2, 3, smile. Just smile and breathe. Just smile. You know why? Because it makes you feel good all in the stomach. It makes you feel good all in the stomach and the gut, and it makes you feel good and it's free. And you can do that anytime you want. You want to trick yourself? Just smile for nothing. I guarantee you start feeling better. And why not feel good about things? With that being said, it's your boy Bugatti NYC. Tomorrow's Purple Sunday. We in here to do it again. Hope you guys appreciated the show. And y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me today on the 1st of November, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em! Peace.